Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Last time, we started our journey and met our first two characters. We have Tiz and Agnès. Tiz lived in a town that got, you can kind of see it right there, I guess obliterated is probably the best way to say it. I mean, it just doesn't exist on the map anymore. It's gone. He's the only survivor. And Agnès is a priestess of the wind crystal. I believe this is the best way to describe her. And in this episode, we're on our journey to not only save the wind crystal, but also rebuild Tiz's village. So, first step to do that is go talk to the king. I figured I was going to get into a random battle here. These guys are incredibly easy at this point. I should be able to just very quickly get rid of them. Yeah. We do get a level up on Yes. She's also 10 JP away from hitting the next rank in Freelancer. What? A dashing hero, do you enjoy strolling leisurely through this picturesque world? Sightseeing is fine and all, but hold B whenever you want to pick up the pace. Always in a hurry? Turn on dash by default. This camera will move around your party leader running through town to create a sense of magic of 3D. If you're not feeling so sure about it, adjust the level of camera movement in the camera arcing settings. So yeah, you can hold B to sprint. I've been doing that from the beginning. Let me see if I can figure out why it's saying I'm not connected to internet. Okay, I just reset my game. I'm assuming because I put my Switch in rest mode while I ate between episodes, I'm pretty sure it just disconnected me from the internet. So now we're back, and we do have one of the people right here. Oh, we picked her up, and we also get the achievement. How do you do? Let's go grab that real quick. How do you do? We get 3 high potions from that. I don't think there's really much else for us to do in town at the moment, so we'll just go ahead and run on up to the king. We can rest if we need to, but we'll rest before we leave town. Maybe I need to rest now, actually. I'll let you on a little secret. You can heal your entire party at once with the heal all command in the menu, as long as you have someone... Oh, well, I don't have anyone that can use healing magic. You guys are just telling me things I already know. I also... Yeah, I can't use heal all. I guess I need to go to the inn then, because I didn't realize there was actually a day-night cycle. There might not be, actually. It might be that you're supposed to rest at this inn. We'll go ahead and pick up that soul. So yeah, it might just be that it wants you to rest at the inn to progress daytime. I'll go ahead and sleep. Get the free heal. It's not free, it cost me 5 GP, but... Now it's daytime again, so I do wonder... It seems like there's definitely a day-night cycle, because that didn't feel forced. And you're just this guy that stands here, right? Okay, yeah, so you're not my other party member. You just look very similar to him. Hello, Mr. King. I would like to cross the water, please.
Ah, Tiz. Good to see you safely returned. What of Norende? I take it from your grim countenance, our fears were confirmed.
It is gone, but not forgotten, Your Highness. I'm prepared to rebuild it. It will take time, but Norende will recover.
Well spoken, lad. I shall support the effort however I can. Take this. It will serve as a token of your new office as chairman of the restoration effort.
It's an honor. Your Highness, isn't there any way to drive the Eternian military from the borders of your kingdom?
Tiz.
Ah, they've been a curse upon us all of late. And never more than this last week. They're in a lather over this search for the Wind Vestal. I've no clue what has them so desperate, but they've begun making bold threats. They've berthed their ships at the lake southwest of us, with cannons trained on the city. I fear our own ships cannot fly as long as they've our people at gunpoint. It galls me, but there's little I can do.
Your Highness, I offer my humblest apology for the ordeal I have forced upon your kingdom. I am Agnès Oblige, the Vestal of Wind.
You!
I shall resolve the matter. I give you my word, I will cause you no further grief.
Will you? Yes, that would be... But wait a moment.
You need worry on the matter no further, Your Highness. Farewell.
Wait! I'm coming too!
A peek at Norend. Use right to open the map menu, then pick the village icon to visit Norend Village. Do that after we look at our party chat. And yes, what did you mean you'd resolve the matter? Don't tell me you're thinking of storming the Eternian camp at the Southwest Lake alone. Don't be ridiculous. I'm well aware that I'm no match for an airship. Good. It sounds like they have the city in their crosshairs, besides. As long as these people are held hostage, I have no choice. They didn't seem the type to talk this out. Wait, you wouldn't... You can't. And she could turn herself in. I want to visit this, but is it going to straight up teleport me? Okay, good. Let's build Norende. You can give building orders from this screen. Move the coil pin with right stick to see how the village is coming along. With every passing soul, you can increase the village's population. A task that takes 1 worker an hour only takes 2 workers 30 minutes. Got 10 residents? You're done in 6 minutes flat. Shops breathe life into a town. Check a site, set the worker count, and the building begins. If you'd like to build on rough land, you'll have to till it first. The village population increased by 2. So yeah, there are a ton of things for you to build. This is going to take real time. However, it will give you access to new things like an armor shop or a trader. We'll go ahead and do the armor shop. We'll see here. It'll only take 10 minutes with 3 people working on it. So sure. Actually, that's a 30-minute. That's a 15-minute. That's a 10-hour. That is a 2-hour. So I'll go ahead and assign, 2 people to this one for 15. Assign 1 person here for 15, and both those will be done here in 15 minutes. Awesome. Now, I think it's time to swing by the shop. I want to see what all we could buy to make our characters a little bit better. Oh, maybe not yet.
Agnès! Oh, Agnès! I have a plan. A good one. Get captured. Then they'll take you aboard their airship. That's your ticket across the sea. It's true that no ships can sail upon the ocean now that it's rotted.
You can't really mean to. Agnès, they'll kill you!
I'll not ask you again. Leave us. You are too eager to meddle in the affairs of others. Farewell.
Agnès, wait! That road leads to the graveyard. It's a dead end.
Which way is the lake?
It seems you've need of a guide. At least let me show you the way there.
Unacceptable. I think it's a grand idea. It could take weeks with Agnès' sense of direction. Airy? Very well. Then I ask you to serve as our guide. Only as a guide. And only as far as the lake. Is that clear?
As a crystal. Leave it to me.
Yeah, she thinks she's getting rid of us. 'Tis the navigator. Your sense of direction is so bad it's almost magical, Agnès. What? Surely it's not so. How many times did you get lost in that ravine? There was only one path. Then it took you 2 hours to find me at the top, despite perfect visibility. The canyon path was very twisty. It's certain it's a maze even to locals. Not really. But at least this way I have an excuse to tag along and... never mind. Stay close. The lake we make for is said to be unreachable by any but the most knowledgeable. Right, of course. I'll bet. So, what do you plan to do once we get there, Agnès? That is no concern of yours, Tiz. I have no choice. Not as long as they have the people of Kaldisla in their sights. I will be fine. Enemy or no, they are men, not monsters. Or are they also monsters? Check out our weapons here. I wish I could view how it would change. So I guess let's look at dagger. Dagger is a... Oh, it wouldn't change at all, would it? Because you can actually see what it would change right there. I guess there is actually no reason to get a different weapon right now. We can grab 2 bucklers, though. I think that'll be worth it. Equipped to Tiz and Agnès. That should be in their left hand now. I think you can dual-wield daggers as well, but I don't know for sure. We can grab a bronze helmet. Go ahead and give that to Tiz. And which of these would be better for you? Let's go ahead and get you the pointy hat. Looks like you need something here, but I could give you the Kenpo Gi. Yeah, we'll give you the Kenpo Gi. And then, Tiz, you don't have anything else because you're already wearing the Linen Curious. And then these are accessories. These will raise just physical defense or raises HP. I think actually, sure, I'll buy a gauntlet for Tiz and a bronze bangle for Agnès. How much money do I have left? Ooh, I went through like 300 there. I just want to see how many of these. Let's do optimum. I wonder how many of these you can equip. Let's see. If I take this off. Okay, you can only equip 1 accessory. Got it. And so, I think it's time to move on to the lake. I don't really care for anything else here. There are spells here, but I don't have a spell caster. So I honestly don't even know if I'd be able to equip it, but I think I'll hold off till we have somebody who can cast spells. Actually, it's probably worth picking up at least 1, right? Let's see. I could pick up probably Thunder, right? Sure, I'll pick up Thunder, and then I don't actually know if I can equip that. Let's see. Let's go to abilities. I mean, I guess magic. You have black magic, but you have to be able to have the job command of black magic. Can I give you that command? Unfortunately not. I knew it was kind of a waste, but I figured I'd pick it up anyways. But we will hold off on doing anything else with magic for quite some time because we're out of money now. So the way it wants me to go is right there to the left, but I'm curious. Can I cross this? Nope, that bridge is broken. I cannot cross that bridge. Just some slimes. We'll go ahead and just brave through all of them. She is officially faster than Tiz.
Done! Done! We've supplies to last a fortnight. Cannonballs to rain iron on Kaldisla for a week straight.
Seems we've been saved the effort. Have a look below.
Oh, the Vestals come to us. Planning a frontal assault, is she? I like it. So help me, Holly. I'm going in myself this time. Don't try to stop me.
I don't suppose I have much choice. I'll join you. Let's be done with her and back to the villa already. I'm liable to go on a killing spree if I don't get a proper shower soon.
Watch the ship, boys!
Aye, sir!
To battle! White! Give us a fitting arena!
This blue light. What's happening?
A part of the Asterisk's power, boy! You know where to run. Not till I'm finished with you!
I'd say we're already finished here. I'm not breaking a sweat if it's not absolutely necessary.
What? I live for fighting, woman! Let me have this! My heart's fuse is lit! You can't unlight my heart fuse!
Ugh, must you always shout? Daft or loud, man? Ah, youth. So passionate, so sincere, so thoroughly stupid. Ugh, it's enough to make me retch. This maudlin display's gone long enough! Barris, show these starry-eyed brats what they're up against!
Yes! Finally! Finally, the duel begins! On with the punching!
And so now we have our first official boss fight. Examine enemies in battle to expose their hidden information by pressing left. While looking at their info, press A to see all the details of their stat boosts or reductions and any active status effects. Master the art of braving and defaulting with shortcuts. Press L to default, hold L for everyone to default in a jiffy, press R to brave, and you can press L to cancel one brave. You can use the right and left stick to speed up or slow down battle. So, this is our first official boss fight. We're just going to start with both of our characters going ahead and using Examine on turn 1, Examine Barris, and Examine Holly. We see she has 250 HP and is not weak to anything. Wouldn't matter even if she was, because we don't have any spells right now. He has 300 HP and weak to none. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to start defaulting. Again, they said if you hold LB, or left bumper, but unfortunately the text will assume you're playing on the DS, I believe, which didn't have triggers, it just had the bumpers. So we're going to hold the left bumper till we get enough brave points, till we get up to 3 on all of them. And now we can start attacking. So you'll notice here that the person on the right, Barris, is their physical attacker. He also has a high physical defense right now. And Holly is the mage, so Holly will attack you with magic, and she will heal and apply buffs to Barris. So we want to make sure we gun down Holly as fast as possible, because she is the bigger threat right now. So that's 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, and 4 on Holly. Then with Agnès, we're going to do the same. And once she drops, the fight will get much, much easier. That's 2 hits, only 1 and 2 hits there. But unfortunately, you can see we're really not doing that much damage. He also just raised his physical attack. Gonna protect him again. So we'll go ahead and just default with everybody once more. We will have to heal here in a bit. I think once my characters drop below 100, I'll go for a heal. Okay, now we're at 3, so... Holly, what's your HP looking like? You're at 132, so if we get lucky with our crits, this should get rid of Holly. I didn't brave with Agnès, that's unfortunate. Yep, and then Agnès needs to go ahead and heal, so go ahead and use her ability. Ooh, she can't heal, so it has to be Tiz. Let's go ahead and treat Agnès. And then Agnès, let's just have you go all out on Holly. There's a chance. Nope, just barely not enough. She just cured herself for 81. That is not good. Gonna keep protecting Barris, which is good. She's not protecting herself because we don't have any magic damage yet. I think I just need to focus on getting Holly down before we go for any more heals. Holly, what's your HP looking like? 86. Okay. Barris has a turn he has to... I didn't brave again. I got a crit, though. Is that enough? That is enough. Holly goes down. So I just have to deal with Barris. So let's go ahead and let's treat Agnès again. And then Agnès, let's just have you go all out on Barris. I hope his Protect wears off soon, or if it already wore off. I'm basically just... Actually, what does Summon a Friend do? Let's see. That is a 32 attack with Elisa. Sure, we'll throw a Elisa in there. And then we'll just have you default. I want to see what kind of damage this person can put out. Only 21, so definitely not worth summoning friends right now. Increases physical attack. One more default on all of them, and then we'll default with you and Brave all the way on Barris. That's a crit. I think I can outpace his damage. I think. As long as I'm constantly defaulting and then only braving... As long as I don't make the mistake where I wasn't going all out with my braves, I should be fine here. Because I do think I outpace his damage. How's he looking? He's only at 105, so... This should be like the last turn, or after this one. Well, hold on, crits. Didn't do good on the next one. But Tiz should be able to drop him right here. We'll go ahead and default just in case. And there we go. That is our first boss defeated. Not too bad because there's not much you can use besides regular attacks at this point. So it's really just teaching you about it. 120 XP, which is enough for both of them to level up, as well as 12 JP, which will level up Agnès' Freelancer to level 2. So that way she learned Treat. You got the Monk Asterisk. Monk is a brute strength attacker. Has high HP and physical attacks. Powerful attacks with bare hands. Its specialty is Knuckle Lore, and its jobs are martial arts. You can see there its stats growth, which is a high HP and high strength stat growth, and is best with just knuckles and staves, bad with everything else. And we also got the White Mage asterisk. White Mages aids allies with healing and support magic. It's skilled at White Magic and favors staves. Its specialty is self-healing, and its job command is White Magic. Its stats affinity is a very high MP and mind with a pretty solid int as well. Its arms aptitudes are just staves. You can use a dagger, but you should just be using staves on this one.
Agnès, are you hurt? I'm glad I was able to stop you.
Tis. I was naive. I swore I would involve no others in my journey. The task I face is mine as Vestal, and mine alone. Yet I was afraid. When faced with capture, I wavered. I had thought I'd steeled myself to face any peril, to withstand any pain. But had I faced those two alone, I'd have faltered. My journey would have ended in a cell, or worse. I am grateful to you, Tis, and grateful for you. Will you join me? I would like you to join me.
I did that a while back, silly. It's no surprise. I have it on very good authority. I'm the eager to meddle type.
Tis, I thank you.
That just leaves the problem of how we're crossing the sea. We need to get you to Ansheim, don't we?
I've another plan. This one's better still. If riding their ship as a captive's out, why not as a captain?
You want us to steal an airship? Though, if we did manage it...
We've no way of knowing where it went.
Let's head back to the city for now. We can ask around there.
Acquiring jobs. Officers of the Eternian forces each hold magical items called asterisks that bestow new jobs. Defeat them and claim their asterisk to acquire their job. Like drop from the menu and you can change your jobs. Changing jobs affects your base stats and determines your equipment aptitude. Pay close attention when gearing up. So yes, after you defeat certain bosses, they're in those blue arenas, you will unlock asterisks. Asterisks are the items you use to actually change your job. I will go here because it looks like we have an update on our board. Was it an achievement update? Yep, you acquired your first asterisk. And then, looks like our city is also good. So we have armor available, we have bronze armor, and we have a potion and teleport stone available as well. Presents. Build an item shop, a combat item shop, or a compound shop, and they'll reward you with periodic presents. Raise the building level, and the prizes get fancier too. The Adventurer Shop. Build a shop in Norend, and you can buy items from it throughout the Adventurer, or from it through the Adventurer from anywhere in the world. Raise the building level of the shops to improve the inventory at the Adventurer. You can get special moves and parts immediately after building or leveling up is complete. So, we do have our armor shop and trader. However, you can see we can also go ahead and level them up a little bit further with new items becoming available. However, I do want to clear out some of this space, so let's start with Tangled Woods. If I throw all 3 people on it, we'll be done in 40 minutes. I don't think... Not really a good way to do this. We could probably do this 20-minute trader, or we do a 30-minute armor shop. I think that's best. That way we can see it before we end off this episode. We did get 1 achievement there as well for building. We get 5 antidotes. And so now it's time to talk a little bit more in depth about the jobs. So there are a ton of jobs in this game. You can see here there are 24 jobs in the game. That is a ton of jobs, and every character in this game can equip any job they want to. The reason I'm bringing that up now is that each character does technically at the beginning of the game favor a certain type and so a certain stat growth. So Tiz here is your most balanced character. He has all around balanced stats. However, he has the highest HP out of all of his stats and has the lowest MP out of all of his stats. So all the other stats are pretty good. You can see there it's 12, 12, 11, 12, 12, 10, but everything is roughly the same. So he's more of your all-around character. However, you're going to probably lean him more into an offensive or even a tank build. He works as a very, very solid tank. He actually has probably, I think, the highest HP out of everybody in the game. So very, very solid. The other one is Agnès here. Didn't mean to go to this. I'll explain that here in a second. Yeah. Agnès here is better suited as a magical user. Her stats is that she has the high intelligence and mind. So you can see there, her mind's a 13, her intelligence is 13. She also has a pretty solid MP, but she does have the highest int and mind out of everybody, meaning that she does the best with both magical attack and chance to inflict status ailments, as well as her magical defense, healing power, and chance to avoid status ailments. That means she is typically considered the best magical user in the game. So, that being said, we only really have 2 jobs right now. Again, odds are, throughout most of this game, you're gonna get a job and you kind of know who it's leaning towards. Like, you get 2 jobs here, you need to assign one to Monk and one person to White Mage. However, this is your first chance, because this will determine stat growth, on which character you kind of want to lean more into. Because if I do White Mage on him, then I'm probably going to keep him as a mage throughout most of the game, because he's going to unlock higher level white magic spells that he can use on other jobs later in the game. However, if I give him Monk, he's going to get more physical attacks that he'll use later in the game. I like to keep them on the stats or on the classes that are like made for them. So for Tiz here, we will throw him here as a Monk. You get a cool little screen here where they just change outfits. I will worry about that here in a second. And then Agnès, we will move to White Mage. And again, we'll do abilities here in a second. So here's where those job commands mattered. So right here, you have a job command. You can choose which command you want to bring from other jobs. So for instance, if I want to bring the freelancer here, the miscellany, I can, and he will keep his miscellany skills he learned. Not anybody else, just him. So you can see here, he gets examine and treat, so we'll keep miscellany on him. And your support abilities. What these are is that sometimes you'll unlock support abilities. You can actually show those off if I go to here. Support abilities are typically, where are they? I don't think there's actually any on this one specifically. Maybe invigorates the support memory or a support ability, but basically they're abilities you get that just support your characters as you get stronger. They don't, like, it's not a skill or anything. It's more, think of these as more passive skills. And then you have your fixed command here for our martial artist or our monk. It's martial arts. That's just your martial arts over there on the right side. And then you have your specialty, Knuckle Lore. Increases attack power with bare fists and knuckles. Also boosts unarmed attack power based on your level. So he gets more damage if he's using knuckles. Again, you should be using knuckles anyways, but he also could use a stave if you wish. Agnès here, same thing. We're going to give her freelancer just because she has treat and examine. Usually you want to keep examine on at least one person, so that way they can look at every single person. And then you have your white magic. Your white magic is your spells in this game. If you've played any other Final Fantasy or basically any Square Enix RPG, you kind of know what they do. So they can cure you, they can cure your poison, cure your blind, give you protect shell. They get some physical damage. In this case, it's just arrow. And then Aurora down here. But basically, gets a little bit of physical attacks for you to actually use. If you go a little bit further down, you get Eroga, Arise, Dispel. This is basically your healer in the game. It has some of the best spells you'll ever need in this game. You also get Self-Healing. Automatically cures poison, blind, and silence after a battle. So you never have to cure yourself. You will always be cured of it. And then if we go to equip, you can see I don't want this dagger anymore. I actually want to take the dagger off because I want him to punch. I will see if I can grab some knuckles. If there aren't, I don't have any on me right now. And then for you, I also will keep the dagger on just till we make it back, but we will want to give you a staff. So that's the basics of the job system. I'll go a little bit more once I get all 4 of the party members and what they're good at. However, right now we got a monk and a white mage, and I think that's a good place to start. We're going back to town here. You can see it's already getting to nighttime. Hopefully we can make it to the king before it gets completely dark. Nope. Using magic. To cast magic, you need the spell scroll and the corresponding ability. The party can all share a single scroll, and abilities have a level limit, as in white magic level 2. So basically, you can cast spells based on the abilities that you have. So I can show this off real quick. If I go to Agnès and I go to white magic, you can see I actually don't have any spells there. They're all grayed out. Grayed out means I don't have any. However, if I run up to the magical merchant, where I bought fire from, you can see here, these are all level 1 spells, and I can grab Cure. I'll also grab Poisona and Blinda. There's no reason not to pick them up when you see them. I'll also pick up Fire and Blizzard, and then we'll just sell stuff there. So now I have every spell you can get from this location. So, if we go back to abilities on Agnès, she now has Poison, Cure, and Blinda ready to go. You could not use those if you did not purchase them prior. I do want to come over here because I need to sell stuff because I am fully out of money now. Let's go ahead and sell our dagger, our hempen tunic. What all do I want to sell here? I actually don't have much. Maybe that was a bad decision. But it looks like I can... Yeah, there's not even any... There's not a knuckle here, so I might as well just pick up staff. Give it to Agnès to increase her magical stuff. But unfortunately, no fists for Tiz, so that'll be all I can pick up for now. But that's pretty much everything you can buy in this starting town. So we'll just run back here because we do need to rest. Do I have enough money to rest? I need 5. Do I have 5? I have 25. Okay. Oh, maybe his is free. I think it is because I didn't lose any funds there. So yeah, the job system in this game, I don't think I mentioned it in the last episode, but the job system is one of my favorite things about this game. I think it's really fun to be able to customize your characters however you need to. And unlike some games where the job systems might not carry over, or maybe you just progressively get better and better jobs, which I also like the system for, such as when we played Dark Deity 2, you kind of just get upgraded versions of the same jobs. In this game, you do get to fully customize your characters and what jobs they do take on, which reminds me a lot of, say, Final Fantasy V or the Final Fantasy Tactics games, where you can pretty much be whatever you want on your characters. Hello, Mr. King.
You chased off the Eternian ship? Amazing! Truly, the Vestal is a worker of miracles. And you as well, Tiz. Excellent work, lad.
Has there been any word of where the ship is gone, Your Highness?
What have you heard from your man, Owen?
It seems the Sky Knights have returned to their hold, Your Majesty. The Lontano Villa.
Lontano Villa. Then that's where we're headed.
I'm afraid you'll not get there now. The bridge they shot out is still in ruins.
We'll mount a full-scale offensive the moment it's repaired. For now, we must be patient. Go and rest.
But sir, I just rested while I waited for you. 2 bumpkins. What's wrong? You seem distracted. Huh? Oh, I've just never before walked through such a lively city as this. Oh, really? I don't suppose it's anything special for you. You grew up here. But to me, this is all... Actually, me too. I'm sorry? I grew up in Norend. Norend has sheep and grass, nothing like this. It's kind of overwhelming, to be honest. So I think I can relate pretty well, actually. Oh, I see. Well, yes then. What parts jump out to you at the most? What's the strangest? Well, the number of people and buildings. And the fact that they all seem so tranquil astounds me. The seas are rotted, the duchy has invaded, and yet I suppose it's a testament to their faith in the king's rule. As a far cry from the kingdom I left. I'd nearly forgotten. Owen informed me just before we left. Apparently the innkeep is preparing a special feast for us this evening. Best we did not keep him waiting. Oh, right. A feast for me? But I'm just a little old... It's... How do I keep it? How did I just forget Tiz? Oh my gosh. Such weird names in these games. I don't know how Square comes up with them. I don't even get to witness it. It just happens off camera.
Tiz, wake up!
What's wrong? It's the middle of the night.
Something's wrong outside.
Outside? Wait, is that...
Give us the Vestal! We know she's here! And you'd best be quick! Fire spreads so easily!
Ominous, sir. Is this really necessary?
What? No! Yes, I won't be questioned! You're under my command now. You'll follow my orders.
But sir!
Burn! Burn! We can sift the Vestal's ashes out from the rest.
What are they doing?
Looking for me. If I go, they'll stop this madness.
You can't be serious, miss. You'd be marching to your own death.
Seems these fools intend to hide the girl. If the whole city's complicit, the whole city can burn. Just watch. My fire will have this place charred black by morning.
Black Mage Ominous Crow!
What now?
We've sent these people a clear message. It's time to withdraw!
You still insist on undermining me? It's time you knew your place!
Murder. 5, 4...
Fine. Bully. Women always are. But I'll be back tomorrow, and another house will burn. Then another the next night. And every night until you give up the girl!
Thankfully, our only casualty was a house. An old one at that. The spellcaster was one of their officers. He's holed up in the ruins of Centro Keep, north of the city.
The hostilities will end once I step forward.
There you go again, ready to martyr yourself. There are 2 of us now. That broadens our options.
Might I interject?
Ah, it's Mr. Amnesia. You were staying in the empty house that burned, weren't you?
Mr. Amnesia. Is that foreign?
I mean, the boy has no memories. He just turned up in town a week ago. No clue who he was. I see you've suffered some light burns. Are you sure you should be up and walking about?
I'm fine, though I thank you for your gracious concern. More to the point, you two are Tiz and Agnès, yes?
But why? I don't recall giving you my name, sir.
It was written in this journal. The only thing I had on me when I was found, apparently. Full of strange things, this book. Like word of your aims to plug up that great sinkhole.
What?
What's more, and this part is key, the journal states that you too will encounter a certain female. If my suspicions are correct, it's the girl who was accompanying that Eternian Firestarter.
Pardon my asking, but how do you tie in?
It appears you make for the Centro Ruins, no? Then bring me along. That girl tugs at my mind. Oh, we've met before. When I saw her face amid the flames, I felt a spark. Not your customary running for your life thrill, mind, but a real Thundaga to the heart epiphany. Her gaze was equal parts innocence and tempered steel. Oh, to see those eyes don the sparkle of a smile. Her voice gentle as spring's sweet breeze, and should she see fit to call my name? Ah, my heart races. I insist you let me join you. It simply must be so.
Unacceptable. Also, I'm repulsed beyond words.
What? Why? This is an upstanding gentleman's heartfelt plea. I'll not slow you down.
I cannot trust a man such as yourself. My answer is no, sir.
Still, in a fight, 3 people are better than 2.
His personality leaves a bit to be desired, but I'll vouch for the man's skill. He once helped us hunt down a wild boar.
If you're certain he'll not pose a problem, Tiz.
Lovely.
Do you remember your name?
They call me Ringabel. It's a pleasure. My Lady Vestal, from this day hence, I shall be your sword.
No, thank you.
I hope this was a good idea.
Ringabel joined the party. The only clue Ringabel has to his lost memories is a strange journal inscribed only with the letter D. Open the map menu and then select the D's journal icon to view the journal's contents. According to Ringabel, its pages hold the future. Perhaps you'll find some hints to your adventure. Other pages hold notes Ringabel himself made along his journey. He can be the sword, but he's gonna be stuck using a knife. Let's view the party chat. Man of mysteries. Tiz, might I ask? Might I have a word? Sure, what's on your mind? That Ringabel fellow, I'm just not... Are we truly certain? True, he doesn't seem like the most dependable guy. Nice enough, though. That isn't my point. He knew our names, Tiz, before we'd ever spoken. Right, you said they were in that book of his or some much? Our names alone is troubling enough. But he knew I was the Vestal as well. What? Now that you mention it, he knew we were out to seal the chasm, too. I noticed him mumbling strange things in the streets ever since I arrived. Not so strange as to give Milady offense, I hope. Mr. Ringabel. Please, no need for formality. Would you tell us how you knew Agnès was the Vessel of Wind? Oh, that. All written in this journal, my good man. Simple as that. And would you mind if I had a look at this journal? By all means, turn it over and shake it if you like. See what falls out. And what is your tie to the girl traveling with that pyromancer? I'm to save her, apparently. Don't ask me how or why. I just know. Save her? You realize our errand at the Central Ruins is to put an end to the Firestarter's threat, yes? Quite. Then I understand the girl may have something to say about it. In any case, I'm confident I won't be a burden. And I certainly have no intent of stopping you if that's a concern. Why don't you hold on to the journal for now? Investigate it to your satisfaction. And once satisfied, I hope you'll choose to place your trust in me. Well, I suppose we'll see. Yeah, he's stuck being a freelancer. I don't think he comes... Yeah, he comes as a freelancer, level 5, though. I don't plan on switching him. I am curious, though, if I did make him a monk, can they both be monks? Let's see. I think they both can. Yes, you can share jobs. However, I'm going to keep him as a freelancer just because we'll see if we can level up the freelancer a little bit while we're running through here. And there's not really much else you can do. I will say something that's very, very cool you can do is you saw I just switched him to the monk there. If I wanted to, I can now go give him any of these. Like if I just want him to have a cure or poisona or strong strike, I totally can. You can see strong strike deals doubles the damage of a conventional attack to one target, but there's a 50% chance that the attack will miss. But if I want to make him more of a cure character, you can also give him cure to make sure he can heal you up. So very, very cool. And that is all 3 of our party members. If you can't guess, that girl that we saw who we're trying to save is the 4th party member. However, we will likely not get to her in this episode. We will check out this journal, though. Right here, we have some enigmatic writings. I don't plan on going through all these. We can go through them maybe in the next episode at the very beginning. But this is just some writings. You have your notes, which are the people you've met, as well as the locations you've been to or seen. Terms such as crystals, the crystal orthodoxy, vestals, what all those are. Again, we can go a little bit more in depth later on that. View all the items you've collected up to now, as well as all the enemies you've fought, and combat bonuses such as your one-turn victory, your unscathed, and as you unlock them, you'll see them here. Finally, you have help. This is basically just everything the game's already taught you. And job descriptions. Again, there's 24 jobs. Each one will just give you a very brief description of what each one does. You can also go back and view events from the past. However, no reason to view those right now. Looks like we also completed... Ooh, we just have some more. We've already set our support abilities because we beat them to that. We've also acquired magic scrolls. And then so we need to douse for treasure. With the freelancer's level 3 ability, unfortunately we don't have level 3 yet. We can rearrange the party, which we can do real quick, and be sure to set support abilities under ability. The cost limit will increase as you progress through the story. But I didn't have any of those a second ago. Do I have them now? First, we'll go ahead and sort. You can basically just choose who acts first. We'll do that just to get the challenge done. I kind of keep them in the same spot, though. Let's go back to abilities, though. I didn't have any a second ago. Yeah, I don't have any of these. So I guess I just haven't unlocked them then, because it would definitely pop up here. I wonder if I go to job. Okay, there they are. So you can view here, I believe this is a support ability right here. Any of these blue ones. Freelancer doesn't have one yet, though, does it? No, Divining Rod is level 3. So once we hit level 3 in that, level 4 in Monk, or level 2 in White Mage, we will be able to see those support abilities, but for now, we're not able to. Didn't mean to go back in the menu there. Meant to hit right. How close are we on this? 4 minutes. So we'll just quickly run up to where we need to go. Am I fully healed? Yes, I am. So we'll head on up. He said it's just north, right? A bill link. A bill link. Yeah, let's use abilities that your friends have learned. Have a friend who's further along, borrow one of their powerful abilities, or coordinate with them and train different jobs. Select a bill link from the tactics menu, then pick a friend from the list. So, I believe that's going to be here, a bill link for Tiz. Unfortunately, I don't have any friends. But if, say, they had, like, oh, the final level of White Mage, this conservation of life, you could just give that to Tiz for free. So playing with friends is extremely beneficial to get stuff way earlier than you're supposed to. It's gonna bother me if I don't clear out all those, but I can go clear those out between episodes, and it looks like it's just right here. So while we're waiting for that village to finish up, we'll just quickly clear out my encyclopedia. I wish there was like a quick way to do it. Like a view all, you know? Wants me to see that there's a spear. I don't own the spear though, do I? Oh, you know what? He probably has a spear equipped. I'll go check that here in a second. It's gonna suck, because it's gonna flash every time I find anything new. Which is going to be just a tad bit annoying, because I'm gonna think it's a quest complete. There are 41 bosses in this game. Very interesting to know that right now. Let's go ahead and clear out all these. The good news is it's only really going to appear in Encyclopedia all the time. But let me see, does he start with a spear? Ringabel? He does. Interesting. Doesn't start with a dagger. That's pretty cool. I probably should have given him something before I left town, but I don't really have the money for it. So, fortunately, he's not going to get anything. So I'm going to wait just this 2 minutes real quick, and then we can see what the armor shop gives us. Alright, looks like it is time to go update our city. Armor upgrade available, the Brigadine. Unfortunately, that was only one. However, I am now. Do I want to do that already? We'll go ahead and do this 40 minutes, and then when we come back for the next episode, this one should be ready for us. So we'll go ahead and send all 3 of my guys there to Tangled Woods and let them get to work. And guys, I think this is a good place to wind things down. We got our 3rd party member, as well as getting our first jobs. In the next episode, we will go through here and probably either get or make our way to getting not only our next job, but also our 4th party member. So, I will see you guys then.